Hello friends, welcome back to this series of tenses. So today we will learn, as you know, that is future simple tense part 7. And in this part, today we will explore that is some common errors that we generally do during future simple tense. And today we will explore this step by step. And next, from now on, after watching this video, you won't do any mistakes in future simple tense. Okay? And also then after watching the examples, okay, then you can understand, and also you have to make the examples. Okay, so when you feel the difficulties and you think that you are doing the mistakes, then you can understand. And I want to also tell you that if you miss any parts of my videos, just follow in the playlist and enter this and you can watch it. Okay, so no more talking, we can start our today's video. Okay, so at the board you can see that is there are some common errors about future simple tense that we generally do. So here sometimes our major mistake starts from will. Sometimes we forget to add what will. Here we can see she cooked dinner tonight. Okay, what it will be? Yes, because will is missed here. Okay, because will is missed here. Okay, so before the verb we have to use will, and after the subject we have to use will. So it will be she will cook dinner tonight. Okay, and then next is contraction. During the form of contraction, sometimes we mispronounce it. Also, and during writing, we also make some mistakes about the spelling also. And sometimes we mispronounce it. For example, like this, he'll arrive at 8 p.m. So what's the mistake here? Of course, because it isn't any person's name, okay? So it indicates he will. So it will be he'll, okay? Which indicates he will, okay? So here we have already forgotten to add the contraction. So it will be he'll arrive at 8 p.m. He'll means he'll is also contraction of he will, okay? And then next is sometimes we do some mistakes about the spelling, okay? So in this situation, you want to say something, okay? You want to indicate the future, but you have suddenly said the slip of your tongue, okay? So people can't understand by your words, okay? So if you want to indicate this, that is I want do it again, it indicates that is you want to do it now. But if you want to indicate the future, then you want to say this. But people, how can the people will understand you? Because you are saying that is I want to do it again. It indicates that is you want to do it right now. So which indicates, so if you want to give means about the future, so what do you need to do? Yes, because your spelling is wrong here, it won't be want because it gives the negative sentence. So it will be one or not want, it will be here. So I can write here not want. We can't use it. It will be won't. Okay, WON apostrophe T. Okay, won't means what? Will not. Okay, so I won't do it again. Okay, no need to add the want. Okay, so I won't do it again. You don't want to do something, but you are using it. I want to do it again. So which indicates that you want to do it right now. But if you want to indicate the future by using the negative, then you have to say it. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Okay, so it's a negative form that we have used. Then these are the major mistakes that we generally do. And then next is conditional sentences. Okay, so it may be a tricky one about this, that we can see conditional sentences. Okay, so conditional sentences means that is there some example. Okay, so conditional sentences that is always starts, okay, that is there a conditional clause and the main clause. main verb clause. So here we can see that is, if he will study hard, he will pass. Okay, do you think that there's a mistake here? Of course there's a mistake. But sometimes we do it wrong, which we have to be also remember, So it will be, if he will study hard, he will pass. But I want to tell you about this, that is during the conditional word. Okay, during the conditional word, we can't use any will. We can use the future. Okay, we can use the future here. We can use the future. So will be, we have to drop the will. Then here, only for the will, it is used the study. But we have to also remember that is, it will be studies. Because he is what? Third person singular, studies. Okay? It will be studies. If he studies hard, he will pass. If he studies hard, he will pass. So during the conditional word, we can use what? We can use the future simple tense. So same here. So it is used, if is a if clause. Okay, so if indicates a clause, so only for the if clause we can use the future simple. So here we have to drop the y. Okay, but if the base form of the verb same, for example, that is I, you, we, on that time we don't need to drop the I, because but here we have used what? We have used the he will study. So as you know, he's a third person singular. So when we drop the e, so study becomes what? Studies, because which reflects what? The present simple. So the if clause will be what? The if clause becomes present simple for third person singular. But without third person singular, if other subjects, then the verb won't be changed. On that time, we have to only drop the will. Okay? So here, if he studies hard, he will pass. So it starts. So here from starts, it is called main clause. Okay, and it is called if clause. Okay, so if is a conditional word. So if he studies hard, he will pass. Okay, we can use the future simple during the if. Okay, which we also have to remember. And then next is, if we switch up the sentences. If we switch up the sentences, if we write before this and if we write after this, then what it will be? Of course, the sentence will be right, but there's one mistake. Same here. Here we have put here main clause, then here we have put here main clause, then we have put here if clause. Okay, so the main clause is correct or not? Of course it's correct. Of course it's correct, but the if clause isn't correct. Okay, it will be wrong. What? Because if he will study hard, which is wrong. So as you know, that is during the if we can use the future simple. So we have to cut it, and then only for the third person singular, some verb is also changed during the if clause, or you can say the conditional words. Okay, because if is only the conditional words, and sometimes third person is also changed. And without third person singular, with a third person, if another subject is used, we have to only drop the will. Okay, then there's won't be any problem. But there's one more structure about this. So we have to just cut the study, then we have to write this study. Okay, studies, as you know. So here we can say he'll pass if he studies hard. So the if clause becomes always present simple. So same here, I hope that is you have understood. So same here, so if is a what? If is a conditional. If is a conditional word. Okay, this is called conditional sentences. During the if is a conditional sentences, during the conditional sentences we can't use it during of this. So here you can see some words to create some sentences. So here during this we can use the future simple tense. So let's see. If we make it that is, we can say that is, when he studies hard, he will pass. It's correct. But if you say when he will study hard, he will pass, you can't say. For him, it's the same here. As soon as before he studies hard, he will pass. Also correct. But if you want to switch up it, you can. He will pass as soon as before he studies hard. Also correct. Okay, so you can also say after he studies hard, he will pass, which is also correct. But you can say after he will study hard, he will pass, which is not correct. Okay, so by following the conditional sentences, you can create many types of sentences with this. Okay, so sometimes during the conditional words, only for the third person singular, will is also dropped and verb is also changed. But without third person singular subjects, on that time will only drop, but the base form of the verb what won't change. Okay, won't change. So we have already understood these are our major mistakes that we generally do. Okay, so we have to be remember, and also we have to be aware of. So I hope that is you have understood by watching my video, and next time you will try to avoid these types of mistake and always say them correctly in your daily life and apply it in your daily life. Then you can see you'll be fluent in English. Okay, so if you like this video, just like, comment, share, and follow my video, and see you in the next part, everyone. And bye for now.